That's not our main goal. We set out to do this in order to give us a chance to do what we really want to do, and that's to win, Super Bowl championship. So it feels good. We're going to celebrate this one. Our fans and Bills Mafia is probably going crazy right now, but they're still out on the table. We still have 2 games left in the regular season that we got to go and finish out and try to, put our next foot forward and prepare for a really good New England team next week.
Well, he said the Bills Mafia was probably going crazy, and then he got evidence that they were when they returned to the airport around 2 a.m. This is the reception they got for winning the AFC East title for the first time in 25 years. I mean, guys, look, there's a lot to be excited about if you're a Bills fan right now, but realistically, they've been looking for a quarterback for 25 years. Last time they won that AFC East title, Jim Kelly was the quarterback. So, Matt, how good is Josh Allen right now?
Listen, you guys know I love Patrick Mahomes. I think he's probably the best quarterback in the game right now. Josh Allen is every bit as good as Patrick Mahomes. It is so impressive. He makes it look easy. And when I mentioned it last week, when I watch Josh Allen play football, play quarterback, he looks to me like Patrick Mahomes. The style of play is very, very similar. And defending him is just got to be incredibly difficult for defenses, because even when you do it right, look at this. This is the one you showed, Teddy, 3rd and 2. They're running drag slant. He scrambles. It turns into drag and wheel return. First down. Makes it look easy. Stephon Diggs. They're just toying with people, much like Kansas City does. We're going to go stutter, go, pivot. Like, good luck stopping this. And we talk about all the running ability and all that. We don't even mention what he does best. This arm. He has a cannon of an arm, and it's accurate. Brian Daboll's done a great job of making sure that Josh Allen's eyes are in the right spot. He's just making it look so simple. I've been saying it for weeks now. I feel silly keep saying it, but this is a Super Bowl caliber team that Buffalo has, and it would not surprise me at all if they're the ones hoisting the Lombardi Trophy at the end of it.
So you think they can beat the Chiefs right now?
In talent perspective, I just got to go back to this Mahomes comparison right here with Josh Allen, because I can see the strong arm, but are you talking talent or overall the quarterback position?
I'm talking about talent, and I'm talking about how he's playing this year. If you turn on the tape and let's just pretend that was a Kansas City Chiefs uniform, and that was Tyreek. You wouldn't even know the difference between Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen. The level of play is so high. And I think, last night, how many touchdowns did they even have called back? We're talking about 359 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Oh, yeah, I ran for 2 more touchdowns. They're just toying with people.
Yeah,
they're making it look easy.
I see it. I see the arm strength, and I see the ability. And you're saying it's hat and T-shirt season. I agree. But the hat and T-shirt that they won last night says AFC East. And there's 2 other sets that they have to get that Patrick Mahomes already has. I think there's still a level that Josh Allen has to show me, because for all the quarterbacks that I've seen that have done well in regular seasons, and still you get come playoff time in an AFC championship game or in a Super Bowl, you're down by 10 or you're down by 14, they're different people. Is Josh Allen that type? Does he have that type of mentality to still bring you back like Patrick Mahomes does? That guy has ice in his veins in Patrick Mahomes. I'm not comparing Allen to him right now.
Patrick Mahomes
Maybe he's got the same arm strength.
Patrick Mahomes, to me, is the best quarterback in the game right now. But I'm telling you, for the last month, or really since this guy's looked healthy, when I watch Josh Allen play, he looks every bit as good as Patrick Mahomes. And that's not to slight Patrick Mahomes. I'm complimenting them both. It is fun to watch. I would buy a ticket to watch both of those guys play, because that's how good it is. And he's doing it with wide receivers that we don't talk about enough.
Yes.
They all have numbers in the teens. We can't even give them an 80s number, but they are just as good as, maybe better than other
Day one,
teams'
Mahomes
receivers.
in the playoffs. It's like he lived there and he belonged there. And I just know Josh Allen and his only playoff experience, it wasn't something to be desired for. So when the Bills, when they lost to the Texans, I think it was. So I'm just saying,
this is a different Josh Allen.
I want to see.
On top of that, last year, their defense was so amazing. This year, their defense hasn't played their best football. I think the defense, their best football is in front of them for Buffalo. And therefore, what else are you going to nitpick about?
What have we been saying all year about the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen acquiring a guy like Stephon Diggs? His confidence. Being able to have confidence there's 2 plays that stood out to me yesterday. We talk about each week about quarterbacks being able to steal yards and get yards with their legs. It was like a 20-something yard that he was able to score against the Denver Broncos. And back up when it was first and goal from the 30 to 25 yard line, when he shredded that cover 2 defense for the Denver Broncos. You're talking about making it look easy. We all see the Kansas City Chiefs and how they make it look easy. With the weapons that Josh Allen has and the confidence that Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley gives this young man, Matt, I agree with you. This offense is up there with the Kansas City Chiefs. They just don't have the big names that the Chiefs have.
Yeah, you know what's funny? If you're starting from scratch right now and you can draft any quarterback you want to lead your franchise, you probably take Pat Mahomes first, and you probably take Josh Allen second. And when I said, oh, really? Well, look now. Brian Daboll, you mentioned the job that he's done.
Great job.
Remember, he took a guy, this guy was supposed to be, all the draft experts were saying, oh, this guy's raw. He can't do it. He's not accurate enough. Well, how's he look right now? And Brian Daboll took this guy. Fundamentally, he's gotten better, okay? And, yes, the weapons, adding Stephon Diggs, absolutely has helped them. But this guy, it doesn't matter. Nobody's been better than the red zone and on third down over his career, really, than this guy. So to me, it's amazing. And Matt, your point about this defense, it's actually starting to play like it has, like we're accustomed to seeing the Bills defense play. And therefore, I think they are the biggest threat to Kansas City in the AFC.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he handles the pressure down the stretch, because this is all pretty much unfamiliar territory for Josh Allen. I mean, you can even see him with his phone taking videos of all, because it's all new to see the reaction of Bills Mafia. And obviously, so far, so good with this Bills team right now. We're spending a lot of time talking about Josh Allen for good reason, but there's actually some issues with other quarterbacks in the league today as we see the return of a few guys. And for more on that, we bring in Adam Schefter and Chris Mortensen. What's the latest on Drew Brees' return today, Adam?
Well, good morning, Sam. At this time last week, the Saints were headed to Philadelphia thinking that Drew Brees would be out another 2 to 3 weeks. But what happened was he worked out for the team on Monday, felt great, the doctors cleared him, and now Brees will be back in the starting lineup today against the Kansas City Chiefs for what could be the start of his farewell tour. The Saints play at home today. They play at home on Christmas Day against the Vikings, and those could be the final 2 regular season games for Brees in New Orleans, as there's a general understanding that this will be his last season, Mort.
Yeah, and he may not be a future Hall of Famer, but guess who's back starting for the Washington football team? It's Dwayne Haskins, their former #1 pick, who started the first 4 games of the season before being benched, demoted to 3rd string, being inactive some weeks, came off the bench last week for an injured Alex Smith with that calf muscle. Smith is out today. Haskins starts. Washington football coach Ron Rivera wants Haskins to learn what watching Alex Smith play. Keep that